There we go. Finally. Oh, yes. Got one. Got it. Never mind. Got him. Got one. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to be fishing a pond today, and now this pond isn't one I get to fish all the time, and there's two of them here, but I'm only going to fish one because this is my neighbor's pond, and he waterfowl hunts this a ton, and he's got a giant snow goose decoy spread out in the front pond, so I'm only going to be fishing the back one. But the numbers in this pond are absolutely nuts. So even though it is March 3rd right now, and the water temp is probably not anything over 40 to 41 degrees right now, and there's slime algae in here too because it's just everywhere this year, but we should still be able to catch a few fish. I'm going to throw the chest cam on and show you guys what I have tied on real quick. So I actually brought quite a few rods, probably more than I needed to, but the water being as cold as it is the reason I brought so many rods, because I honestly don't know what I'm going to get to catch fish on, or this time of year if I'll be able to catch any fish. So got to bring anything I think might work. So starting off, I got just a really small lipless crankbait, got a really small flat-sided square bill, got a drop shot, hopefully I don't have to use that, got the tiny clash. Let me get that out of the sun. There you go. Hopefully that comes into play. I've got a few logs over there that I'm going to dead walk it by, hopefully get a few bites. Got the Vision 110 Junior, and then a blade bait. So hopefully some of the fun lures, some of the moving baits come into play, and it's not just the drop shot, but the water being as cold as it is, you never know what you got to use. Here's a good look with the big camera of the slime algae on the bottom. I'm going to start with this lipless. It's a pretty small lipless. I just got it. I'm excited to use it. It's a Nomad lipless. The main issue again here at this pond, just like all the other ones I've been fishing, is going to be this slime grass. It is pretty bad. The water here is crystal clear, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and try a little bit this Pro Blue Vision 110 Junior. It's a very translucent bait, so it should be good for this clear water. Only issue throwing a treble hook bait like this or the lipless is the slime grass. If you guys have any idea why all the ponds are having way worse algae blooms this year than previous years, drop it in the comments, because I really do not understand why this year is so much worse compared to previous years. So the point at spot number one actually turned out to not have any fish on it, which is surprising. So I'm walking a little ways around the pond to one of the little coves to see if one of the few pieces of structure in the pond holds any fish on it. Really thought that first place would be good because of how deep it is, but after this spot I'm definitely going to try the dam. The three rods I'm bringing to the cove are the little flat side, the drop shot, and the tiny clash, because there's a log over here that tiny clash might work around, but as you see, a ton of grass, so might have to use the weedless drop shot. Oh, I've got a follower on the tiny clash. It's a good fish too. 2 or 3 pounder, followed on the tiny clash. That is super interesting. It's a good sign. So this pond, I've never really tried any bigger baits at. Oh, the wind is going crazy. Maybe he'll eat something slow. That was a good fish though, especially for here. Well, guess I'm gonna go try the dam now. Had that one really nice fish following the tiny clash, but did not want to eat. There we go, finally. A fish, no way. Get in here, yes, okay, finally. It's been about 40 minutes or so since I got here. Walking back over here a little ways. And I've made it my way to the dam. And look at that, look how we ate that flat-sided crankbait. Just every hook. He hit it once, then I sped it up a tiny bit and he crushed it. Just on a literal junior-sized crankbait. It's probably a 1 pounder, really fat fish. I will take literally, he's biting me, look at this. I'll take any fish this time of year. The water temp, like I said, is right now, I'm trying to stay out of the wind with the mic. It's blowing 30 again. But the water temp is legitimately in the high 30s. It is insanely difficult to catch a fish right now. And this algae you guys see isn't helping at all. Gotta toss him out over it. There he goes. Fish number 1 on a junior flat-sided crankbait because the water is at most 40 degrees. This is the wind-blown like corner, I guess. So probably the highest percentage spot. So I'm not surprised to catch a fish here. I just thought there'd be more of them along this bank. Hopefully there's more in this same spot. Here's that grass though. This stuff is so gross. It's so bad this year for some reason. Got to keep the rod tip high and reel kind of slow to keep it out of the grass. The wind is picking up as I'm here. Got one. On the drop shot on that log you guys see going out. It's a good fish. I'm horsing him in now, don't care. Oh my God, we got another one. I did not think I was gonna catch another fish. It's been another while since I caught that last one. This one thumped it though. As you guys can see, lay down right there. Just casted it way out past it and was just dragging it. Just slowly dragging it. Drop shot, robo worm, Ned rig. He's pinned good. Got a weedless rig. Another one the same size, but I will gladly take a fish like this time of year. Like I said for the first one. This one's probably 1.5 pounds, 1.25 pounds. Not a bad one. A fish is a fish when it's 30-degree water temps. Just got about like a foot leader between my hook and my weight. I was just dragging it. Tried to fish the crankbait around this grass. As you guys saw, I was picking like a pound of grass off each cast. It's almost impossible. So I picked this up. One of my first casts with it got bit. I've been trying this all around the whole pond, but first bite, and that was a really predominant bite. Like a lot of these fish this time of year just kind of start swimming away with it. You don't even know they're on. But that one, he hammered it. My lure just hit the bottom, and I literally just felt a thump. I literally just made a cast, and before it hit the bottom, on a pretty heavy 3/8 ounce drop shot weight, just felt a big thump. I might try something on the bottom itself, even though there's all this grass. I almost wonder if a bite like that, they were... Got it. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe they're hitting my weight, but we got them. Okay, so on the edge of this slime grass mat, right next to the laydown, on the wind-blown corner, they're eating the drop shot. Had a bite and then another one, and we got them. There we go. Super long fish, probably another pounder. Look at that, they're biting me. I don't know if it's like they're freezing up because it is so cold out here, but let's get him back. There he figured it out. He was in the grass for a second. I'm gonna get back out there, see if I can get another one, because literally had a bite and was about to say maybe I should throw something on the bottom because maybe they're on the bottom instead of eating the suspended worm. But then 5 seconds later had another bite and he's on there. I was turning my GoPro off and on to mark that last fish and I just got a bite. I was literally dead sticking it and it just came up and nipped at it. That felt like a bluegill or a crappie, which are both in here. Not feel like the bass bites I've been getting. I just got hammered on the lipless. I went and grabbed the little red lipless and came back to the spot where I just got those 2 fish on the drop shot and just first cast got thumped. I don't know how he didn't get hooks. No! No! Oh, I said something tiny messing with it. Look, my worm's messed up. Dang it. Last time something little like that, I waited and tried to give it time to eat it, and it didn't get it. So I just tried to set the hook right away that time, and it also didn't work. So I think that is probably not a bass. I'm gonna get back out there and try it again. And on the other side of the laydown. So let's see if there's fish over here. Oh, just got bit again, but it was like another one of those little tiny nips. Got him. He bit it 3 times. It is a bass. It's not even that little of a bass. That fish, I didn't even say anything, but he literally bit it again that cast before. Like I was just got done talking about a minute ago. And I made another cast and he bit it. Now, look how thick these fish are though. They're little, but they're very thick. They're very healthy. So, other side of the laydown does have a fish on it. Somehow still on the same worm. It's about done for, but that's the one I just thought was a bluegill because he was barely nipping at it. That last time I just let him eat it for he pecked at it several times, and the last time I just literally was letting him eat it until he swam off with it. Got one. Again, he was messing with it. They are loaded up on this laydown. Smallest one of the day. But like I said, I love catching fish this size this time of year because I do not care what size they are this time of year. Another super colored up fish. This one's like golden almost. Super pretty when the water's just clear. Again, that fish didn't eat it like the first several did. That one ate it barely, just that one barely ate it, just like ticking at it, like barely touching it. And I let him eat it for a long time, and he just finally committed. So I just leaned into it to feel if there was any pressure, and there was. And now I've realized on these last few fish that I'll drag the Ned rig and literally not move it, and that's when they'll eat it. They don't want it hopped, they don't want it like twitching. They literally, like, so I'll like hop it, like drag it, and I'll just let it sit still. And that's when they're eating it. Well, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I ended up fishing the rest of the way around the pond, and that one laydown seemed to just have all the fish on it. I didn't get another single bite on the Ned rig or the drop shot Ned rig, of course, but nothing else. So I'm going to call it there for today. Gonna go muskie fishing within the next few days, so expect another one of those videos if we catch one. So thanks for staying to the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.